Hey guys, welcome back. In this video I want to show you how to create a sign up page to add new users to the Feathersjs server that we made using, we're going to create a form in React to post over to that. So the first thing I'm going to do is create something in a router. So create a sign up page. So I'm just going to do /signup. And this will be sign up page. Let's do the lowercase u. So sign up page. This is a component we're about to make. So open up the components folder and create a sign up page component. And we're going to get a button form from semantic. And this is going to work just like how we did the add recipe page. We're just going to create a form and then create an action that the form will call when the form is submitted, and that action will call a Saga. The Saga will then call that API. And that's how it's going to work. So let's create a constructor, props, and create super, and then we're going to give it an initial state with just a username, password, username, password, and we're going to have a handle submit. So let's go ahead and bind that. We'll fill in the handle submit button in a second. But first, let's fill out the render. And before I forget, export default sign up page. Okay. So we're going to create a form, and then on submit, we're going to call handle submit. Create a form field. This will be our username or email, and that's lowercase l. Now our input name is going to be username on change. We want to capture the value as it changes in the input field, so this dot set state. And then set the username to target.value. And of course, as the value changes, we want to update the state, or not update the state, but have the state reflect in the input itself. Then we'll just have a placeholder email. Close the input, and the password is just about the same thing. So copy that, and let's uppercase email. So call this password. The only other thing is we want to do the type as password. That way it will cover up the input field as you type. And placeholder, we don't have to worry about. Well, I guess we could put password. And let's capitalize it. Let's capitalize our placeholder email. And then we just need a sign up button. Button type equals submit. Sign up. Okay, so what would we like to happen when we click this button. Handle submit will be called, and to handle submit, we want to just call sign up. So first thing, prevent default, e.prevent default, and then we want to call a action, which we will create in a second, called sign up, and we'll pass in the username and password. And then we'll reset the form by saying the username and password to nothing. Okay, so the next thing is to create the action. So we're going to open up the actions folder and go into action creators and just add one. So call this call it sign up, username and password. So username, password, and this is called sign up requested. Now we'll go into our Saga, and then here we're just going to add in our sign up Saga. So try sign up. We're going to need the Feathers app. This will tell us whether we're successful or not. Let's go ahead and log if we are, because we're going to assume we're successful. Right now I'm not doing any error handling for simplicity's sake. And you know what, we don't even need to do anything if we're just going to redirect. Assuming we're successful when we sign up, we would like to go to the login page, which we actually have not made yet. So for now, we'll just push it there. And before I forget, let's go back to the index and just create the login page. That way it'll work. And then let's go and add that component real quick. So I'm going to copy the sign up page. And now we're going to create a new component, which will be login page, and it's just going to be a dummy page for now. It'll just be have an h1 that'll be login page. And we'll fill this out in the next video, the login page. I just want to have something here for now. That way we can see it as the Saga finishes that it does push to the login page. Now, let's do a login Saga, or sign up Saga, not login. And this is looking for sign up requested. Passing in the Feathers app, and we're going to call try sign up. And then we just need to add it to our fork. And that should be good, except for we need to call our try sign up function. And we'll create that next. That'll be in our API. So let's just make sure everything's good. So when our Saga is called, we're going to be watching for the sign up Saga, or sign up Saga is looking for sign up requests. When it gets one, it calls the try sign up function. Oh, and it looks like we have try sign up twice. So just call this sign up. Okay, so once it gets to try sign up, it'll try to sign up, passing in, and we need to pass in the username and password. and then it'll tell us whether we create a user okay, and then we'll log it, and then we'll go to the login page. So now if we were actually doing the application, we would create the user and then we could log in with it. Okay, cool. Now let's go ahead and go to our services API and actually create that function. So it's going to be kind of similar to this one, because we're going to be creating a user this time instead of a recipe. So we called it Signup. So it's going to get an app, and it's going to be a email and password. Feathers uses email, not username, so we'll switch it now. It's going to use the users, and we're going to pass in. So we're going to use the user service, which Feathers makes for us, and then we're going to create the user, passing in the email and the password. And then we're just going to log this data. Okay, if we did everything correctly, it should be working okay. So if we switch, I'm going to switch tabs to the Feathers backend, and I'm just going to look at the data tab and look at their users. So right now I have no users, but if we go to our sign up page, oh, looks like it didn't render. Let's see what our problem is. Form is not defined. Oh, looks like I just need to do capital form. So if we go back to our component and we go to the sign up page, we just need to uppercase form right there. Okay. Now if we refresh it, we don't need this preserved log anymore. Looks like we have another problem. Type should invalid expected a string for class but got undefined. Check the render method. Oh! Capital F. That's what I needed to do. Okay, so we're getting that to render now, thank goodness. Now let's go ahead and try an email. So test@test.com. Sign up. Takes us to the login page. Nice. Now let's go back to our Feathers data, see if we add another user, and awesome. So our test user has been added to our data. Excellent. So we are able to now sign up and add users. The next step is to be able to log in and authenticate users, which we'll do in the next video.